This may be the hardest video I ever had to make. Now this video is for my son, Harry Joseph Letterman, my one true love, my baby boy, my sunshine in my life. Now if you are watching this video, sad to say I'm no longer in your life. I am no longer on this earth, and I don't want you to be sad about it. I lived a pretty great life. I had a decent childhood. I had not everyone has a great childhood, but I had a pretty blessed childhood. I had good parents, and I had your aunts right here. I wish you could have met my parents. That's your good-looking dad right there. I had a pretty good life. The only thing in my life, the only mistake I should say that I regret is when I was only 11 years old, your grandfather, my father, at only 11 years old, decided he wanted me to try one of his alcoholic beverages. After that day, after I tried it, I'm not proud that I have to say this, but I became an alcoholic. I continued to drink from 11 till my late 30s. I sometimes was even drunk in the public eye. No one really knew this, but I was drunk in this picture. I let the demons get the best of me, that's for sure. But I grew up and I got sober, and I'm so blessed that I got sober. After I became sober, I started to focus on what I really wanted to do, and I became passionate in the journalism industry, the TV hosting industry, which in 1982 I was blessed to have my own show called The Late Night Show with David Letterman. Here's your old man right here on my first day of being a host of my very own TV show. Can't you tell how excited your old man was? It was a pretty great show, and I got to interview the best of the best. I got to interview Tom Hanks, which is an honor because he's a very talented actor. I got to interview Robin Williams, who's the funniest man I ever met. Right there. He sadly passed away in 2014. I got to interview other comedians, such as one of my favorites as well, Steve Martin. I know I'm the good-looking guy right there. I also got to interview one of my favorite people and one of my closest friends, Julia Roberts. Isn't she a beauty? Don't tell your mother. Now, one of my favorite traditions with Julia Roberts is probably one of my favorite life experience, I guess I should say, is that every time I interview Julia Roberts, we do a little peck on the lips. Again, don't tell your mother. But all good things had to come to an end, and in 2015, my show ended, which is fine. And I got another chance in 2018 to start my next show, which is called My Next Guest Needs No Introduction, with your very own father, David Letterman. This was a good project of mine because I still got to continue to do what I loved. I interviewed people such as Kim Kardashian. I interviewed former President Barack Obama, one of my favorite guests. And I also got to interview George Clooney as well. Even though I got to do all these things with people, I just want to let you know that even after all that, you were the blessing in my life. You came to me when I was a little bit older, but you are the light of my life, and I am so happy to be a dad. One of my greatest joys is to be your father, and I'm so sorry I can't see you grow all the way up. But just know, I died a very happy man. I got to do what I love, and I hope you get to do what you love. Just know that your dad will love you forever. I love you, son, and don't forget me.